I have been told that I should videotape me making Rod's breakfast and lunch. So I'm going to show you the breakfast that Rodney has. He eats it on the way to work. That I've been doing for years for him. So stay tuned. I start with 2 whole wheat muffins, and we have been trying to eat healthier, so we do whole wheat instead of white, and it needs to be 100% whole wheat, because if it just says whole wheat, it might not be actually whole wheat. That's a whole nother story. So anyway, and he used to do 1 bagel and 1 English muffin, but the English muffin is healthier than the bagel. So we start with the 2 English muffins. So we cut them both in half. And we put them in the toaster. While that's toasting, I get the other things ready. So I get 4 pieces of cheese, 2 for each English muffin. And then I'm going to show you what this is. I don't know how many of you know what that is, but I got that for Christmas this year, and I will show you what it does in just a minute. Next is 2 fresh garlic cloves, and I'm going to peel them. Okay, so there's my garlic cloves. I'm going to put them in here because this is a garlic press. So instead of having to chop them like I used to, it just comes out like that. So I'm going to set that aside, use it later, and then I'm going to cut jalapeno. Hey. Okay, so I cut up some jalapenos, and now we're just waiting for the English muffin to toast. We do put butter on the English muffins because Rodney loves butter, but we use butter, not margarine, because butter is much healthier. And then we're going to put the 2 pieces of cheese, and then we're going to put the garlic. So we're going to do the garlic press now. See how it comes right out? And then I'm going to take my knife and scrape it off, and we're going to scrape it around like that. There's the garlic. Now we're going to put the jalapenos on. And then we're just going to let this sit while we work on the other one, and then we have more to do on that one in a little bit. Okay, so as far as Rod's lunch, we start with a paper towel in the bottom. I put 2 paper towels folded up, and that's because if the ice packs and the cold things sweat, makes the bottom wet, so I always put a paper towel in the bottom. And there's the ice packs I use. You'll find out why in just a minute. And here is the drinks that I put in his lunchbox. One is nice fresh goat's milk, and one is cranberry juice, and one is grapefruit juice, and those go in his lunchbox first. Now you see the reason for the ice packs the way they are. And there is a snack bag that we're putting in. This will go in his lunch. It has peanuts and pumpkin seeds and blueberries. And we're going to put that right down in that hole right there. Try to get it without, of course, squishing the blueberries. To get it down in there. Okay, and then we have jalapeno cheddar crackers, and the spoon and fork need to go in. And you have to make sure the fork is below that, so if it's a longer fork, it won't work. And this is our newest food thing that we're doing, is sauerkraut. And this is a active culture sauerkraut. And we've been eating a couple of tablespoons of that a day, so I've been putting that in Rod's lunch now too. I use this container for Rod's because it's the perfect size for a couple of tablespoons. I pulled mine out at the same time so I don't forget to eat mine. So now let's go put this in Rod's lunch. I'm going to put it right there in that corner. Okay, so here's what his main part of his lunch is as far as his meal. This is chicken stir fry over jasmine rice. You can see the rice in the bottom. And I make the sauce, so it's not a store-bought sauce, but it's with honey and garlic and onions and the chicken and a package of stir fry. So it is packaged stir fry with frozen vegetables and soy sauce and ginger and different, salt and pepper and things in it. So that's I fry all that up and thicken my sauce with flour and water, and then it's over the jasmine rice. And jasmine rice is healthier than regular rice, and it's kind of in the middle. It's not as good as like a brown rice health-wise. It's kind of in the middle as to health-wise and also price-wise. It's not outrageously expensive, and it's really easy to fix, and it tastes great. So we've been doing jasmine rice. That's another change we made a long time ago. Instead of regular rice, white rice or instant rice or anything, jasmine rice is really good for you. Okay, so we have the meal in, and then we do Greek yogurt. I have strawberry today. We usually do either strawberry or blueberry. So we have that in. Now we're going to put an apple right there. And Roddy does take Airborne every day he works to try to keep from getting sick from all the bugs. And then we have all his vitamins, and that's his lunch. Of course, sometimes he gets different things in his lunch. It's not always the same thing. This one is potatoes with some sweet potatoes in and fried with scrambled eggs, and then Brussels sprouts on the top. And also this day he's getting orange instead of an apple. Now we're going to show you the rest of his English muffin little things that I fix. And I do this last so that it's hot. So the muffins have been sitting here and they've cooled off, but we're going to do this last part just before he leaves so that it's warmer for him. Have to have butter in the pan. So even though it's supposed to be a non-stick, it still sticks a little bit. So we put some butter in the pan. Again, not margarine, butter. Oh, I wish we had our farm eggs, but we don't. We're going to have to use store-bought. So we're going to mix this egg up. Okay, scrambled it is. We're letting the butter melt. We're going to let the butter melt, pan get real hot before we put the egg in. And it's nice and hot. We're going to pour that in. And we're going to make it spread around the pan a little bit. Okay. And this is what Rodney likes on his seasoning. It's a little spicy and salt in it. So I just pour a bunch of that on. And then we're going to fry it up. And of course we have those English muffins. Now, my son likes to put it in the little round thing, but I make mine square. So when it gets part of the way done, get it kind of like that. A little crease in it where I want to fold it. So there's your square. We'll flip it over. Got both our English muffins here, so we're going to open one of them up. Make sure that's good and cooked. And yep, it's not perfect. Got a little corner there that's going to hang out. Kind of hard to do while I'm holding the phone. Sorry. Anyway, and I always turn it over, because when you turn it over, then that cheese is going to melt onto that. So now we're going to fix the other one. So we got that one in. We got the Creole seasoning on it. And put your little creases in it. Like I said, doesn't have to be perfect. And you just put it on. And flip it over. Now the jalapeno's trying to escape. Okay, so next thing I do is wipe the plate off. Being as Rod eats in the car, we don't want all this stuff falling in his lap, so I wipe all this off. So there they are, finished. It's a little sandwich for him. And I put paper towels over at this point. That keeps it a little bit warmer and gives him something to put in his lap. So thanks for watching. Hope you liked our video of Rod's breakfast and lunch for work. Talk to you next time. Have a great day.